The group stages of the Euros have come and gone, so today I thought it would be a good idea to, well, humiliate myself and react to how completely and utterly wrong my predictions for the Euro 2024 group stages are by looking back at my prediction video and just seeing how far off I really was. So, let's run through all of the groups and look at where I predicted each team to be compared to where they finished. And if I got any of them right, chances are I probably didn't, and this proves that I actually know nothing about football. So, starting with Group A, I predicted Germany to go through as group winners with Hungary second, Scotland third, and Switzerland fourth, and I only got one of these predictions right. I did predict Germany to win the group, which was a bit of a tap-in, let's be honest. I thought Hungary would get through alongside them. Now, to be fair, I did mention how good Hungary were in the qualifiers and how they were pretty much unbeaten, barring one game, in the lead up to the tournament. And I have been a little disappointed with Hungary, but it's safe to say I completely underestimated Switzerland and somehow overestimated Scotland, because Switzerland have looked very, very good in the group stages and are actually a team I would fear coming up against if England were to face them in the quarterfinals. And I completely overestimated how unmitigatedly shit Scotland would be, because I allowed myself to believe that maybe because they had a decent qualifying campaign, finally the time that they rocked up at a major tournament, actually won a game for starters, and possibly gave themselves a chance of getting through in third, but I couldn't have been more wrong because Scotland were absolutely dreadful. So it's safe to say, Group A, yeah, I wasn't really that close with this one, was I? Group B, hey, yes, we nailed this one. Oh, I couldn't believe it. I thought I had every group wrong, but I nailed Group B. I predicted Spain, Italy, Croatia, and Albania, and we were right. I did think Spain would win the group, no doubt about it, but I think even as someone who predicted Spain would win this group, they have still looked better than I think anyone thought they would. They look fantastic. Italy have maybe not looked as good. I know everyone, and me included, expected them to not be quite as good as they once were, as they scraped through qualifying. They weren't that great, but they got through, albeit on 4 points, which some teams like Ukraine have gone out with, bless them. But yeah, they got through in second, mostly because Croatia just didn't rock up. I was quite disappointed with Croatia. I think they're very much at the end of their life cycle with this generation of players now, and they did fall short. And that for Italy, in the dying moments of that final game against Croatia, is what I think may have got them through. So this would have been actually very close to being the other way around if it wasn't for Italy's late winner in the final group game. But I was right. Albania unfortunately come bottom, but it would have been very, very hard for them to get anywhere further than that in the group. So yeah, Group B, nailed it. Into Group C. Oh my god, I'm on a goddamn roll. We nailed this one as well. Now, although the quality of this group was utterly atrocious, and I still don't know how we've got through as group winners despite being absolutely shit, I did predict England to win this group, albeit I thought we'd play a huge amount better than what we have done. Denmark were second, albeit they've not looked as good as I thought they would, with Slovenia in third, and I did put Serbia as fourth. I think Slovenia and Serbia was a bit of a toss of a coin. I always thought us and Denmark would go through as the top two, but I can't believe it. I thought we'd be miles off with most of these. I know the next one I'm definitely not going to be right with Group D, but yeah, Group B, Group C, done. Into Group D though. Now this, I think, took a lot of people by surprise. I had France, Netherlands, Austria, and Poland. Now, Poland being bottom, got that one right. Don't think it was that hard of a prediction, but I don't think anybody expected Austria to be as good as they were. For them to top a group with France and the Netherlands is outstanding. It really, really is something. They have come from nowhere, and they're a dark horse now. They really, really are. But for them to top the group is unbelievable. I think anyone would have put France and Netherlands on paper as the top two, but neither have looked anywhere near. France have looked incredibly blunt. I think they've scored one goal from open play, only scored twice so far in the tournament. The other was an own goal. I can't quite believe how bad France have been, and albeit England have been bad, don't get me wrong, we have a right to be upset. I think the French media and fans have a right to be even more upset. They've finished on the same number of points that we did. They've scored the same number of goals as we have. I think our records are pretty much identical in the group stages. We're lucky we've just come through as group winners, but France, very disappointing, and the Netherlands as well haven't been great. They're down in third. So yeah, I wasn't a million miles away from this one. I think Austria have just massively overachieved or massively been underestimated because they've been amazing. Into Group E. Now, I was pretty close with this one too. I got two teams the wrong way around. I had Ukraine to be bottom. I had Slovakia to be third, but I thought Belgium would win the group. And hey, I've been hyping up Romania. I had Romania going quite far into the knockouts, and they've won the group. Just saying. However, a massive caveat must be dropped with this group, because all four teams have ended on 4 points, which I don't think has ever happened before, which is absolutely insane. You've got a team who are qualifying as group winners who are on the same number of points as a team who've gone out. Ukraine have scored 1 more point than, I think, Slovenia and Hungary, who were going through or potentially going through as the best third place team, and yet Ukraine had 1 point more, and they finished with only 1 point less than England, who topped their group in Group C. It's undoubtedly so unfortunate that Ukraine have gone out in the circumstances they have been, but I did predict the group to finish in this order, maybe not in exactly this format, other than Belgium and Romania, and I think, again, Belgium are another big nation who have massively, massively underwhelmed this tournament. I always had a little soft spot for Romania. I had a feeling about them, and they've certainly stood up to that this tournament. Not too far off with this one, a group that finished unlike anything that anyone predicted it would, but I was only 2 teams away from predicting it correctly, just getting Belgium and Romania the other way around, so I don't think that's too bad. And then into Group F, and this one, again, not a million miles away. I did predict Portugal to be group winners, and they looked absolutely amazing until last night when Georgia pulled out one of the greatest results I think I've ever seen, beating Portugal 2-0. I was so bloody happy for them. But Portugal went through as group winners. Turkey were second, as I predicted they would be too, but Georgia and the Czechs are just the other way around. And I think, had results gone slightly differently last night, I would have had this group nailed as well. But Georgia, massive surprise, buzzing there through the last 16. I can't wait to see how they get on against Spain. It'll be such a great game for them as a nation. But again, most of this group I got right. It was just third and fourth that I got the wrong way around. And then we're going to have a look at the best third place teams. Now, of course, this is going to be quite wide of the mark, given the fact that a lot of the third place teams I did put in there didn't end up actually being third place teams, and there'll be a lot of teams in that bracket who may have gone out or are already through. But I did have Austria as one of the best third place teams. They didn't end up being in there, almost they nearly were. Scotland I had in there. They got nowhere near. They were absolutely crap, as we know. Croatia, another third place side that, well, they were in there as a third place side, but they were actually the worst of the third place teams. I had Slovenia and Slovakia in there, albeit Slovenia in 4th, Slovakia in 5th. They're not in the right order, but I had them both in there as best third place teams, and the other was the Czech Republic, who unfortunately finished bottom. So I had half of the third place teams right as well. So overall, I'm quite happy with my predictions. I think I wasn't a million miles away with quite a few of them, and a couple of the groups I got absolutely nailed. So that was not as embarrassing as I thought it would be. But do let me know in the comment section below your thoughts, who you predicted to get through, if there were any shocks in the group stages, or if it went pretty much as you expected. And I will be asking you guys to predict the knockouts, because that's going to be my next video. Tomorrow, we're going to be predicting the knockouts from here, with all the teams that are through to the last 16. And we'll probably be reacting to how right or how wrong I get them when we obviously get to the end of the tournament. Will I predict England to pick up their form and still go deep into this tournament, or are the 3 Lions going to be going home pretty soon at the hands of Slovakia? Let's find out in my predictions video, which will be dropping tomorrow. So if you're looking forward to that, do hit the subscribe button. If you like what you see, do also go and follow me over on my TikTok. I do lots of fun short form reaction like content over there, so go and follow me over there if you want to see more from me on a more daily basis or more regularly. And of course, hit a like on the video if you've enjoyed it. Leave a comment below with your thoughts and your predictions. And until next time, guys, do take care, and I will see you all in the next one.